Welcome back, everybody. I'm sorry to tell you, but you are going to regret clicking on this video. It's going to be very strange. Okay, so almost 7 years ago now, when I joined Scratch, I wrote a book about Scratch. Not about, like, how to do it. Like, just, it's really weird. You'll see in a minute. I actually wrote 3 books about it, but they're really short each, so I'm gonna start. Okay, so I'm not gonna read the exact words because it's weird, but I'll still tell you stuff. Okay, so basically, the first sentence is I'm on my computer, and then suddenly, Scratch Cat jumps out and starts licking me. And, you need to see this picture of Scratch Cat. Look at that. It's amazing, right? I was so good at art. Like, I don't know what I did. I really got worse over time. I wish I could still draw like that. So yeah, I'm playing on my computer, and Scratch Cat jumps out and licks me. Then suddenly, he somehow gets outside and starts collecting quarters from people. I don't know why, but he does. And then the people who give him quarters start to turn into stone. 'Cause that makes sense, right? If you give people quarters, you turn into stone. That's just logic. Yeah. Okay, so they're all turning into stone, and then somehow I find out that's happening, even though I'm in the house, and I wasn't even looking, and I have no idea what's happening. I just somehow telepathically know that people are being turned into stone. So my first instinct is to go look at my computer and see if they turned into Scratch sprites. And wow, they did. I was correct. All the people who were turned into stone are now in my computer. So then I come up with this amazing idea to make them a backdrop. So they have a shelter. And that's, yeah. And then we have this picture here. That is, that's Scratch Cat. And those are his quarters. Scratch Cat just changed really quickly. He went from that to that. See, look. Evil. I made sure to note that. Okay, so then, after I make them their amazing shelter, suddenly a bear pops out of my computer. I don't know how, but it does. And then, here's the best part. I take out scissors from my pocket. Seriously, who carries scissors in their pocket? Like, why? That's so dangerous. But whatever, I take out scissors and also some convenient rope I had in my pocket. Yeah. And I tied the bear up somehow. I guess I somehow wrestled it. Yeah. I don't know how I did that, but I did apparently. And yeah, so then after I did that, I looked outside, and Scratch Cat had 2,485 quarters. I just knew that from looking at his stack of quarters that it was 2,485. No more, no less. Now here is this amazing picture. That's the bear. And there is Scratch Cat with his quarters. Yeah. Okay. Then somehow, I don't even know what happens, I just suddenly put Scratch Cat back in my computer. But then he's out. I don't understand. Oh, it was too dark. It was too dark outside for me to, for him to stick back in the computer. That makes sense. And so then he starts building an army of Scratchers. Okay, now here's where it gets really weird. Okay, so I started running so I didn't get turned into stone. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess I just decided I needed to put a quarter in or something. I don't know. Then suddenly a boy named Chet walks up to me and he's really weird. And then he just throws a stone at his head and dies. This is the most pointless thing ever. It's just in there for some reason. And then he was alive again. It's strange. And then I find out Chet is secretly Scratch Cat. Scratch Cat's name is Chet. Okay? And then here is Chet. That's what he looks like. And that's him dying from the stone he puts on his head or whatever. And then he looks totally different when he's dead. And he has like this weird hat. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, I think that's me. I turned into stone, I think. Did I turn into stone? I think I turned into stone. It didn't really say it, but the picture's there. Oh, and then the ending is amazing. Okay, so if you look at my account, my first follower, his Scratch username is OP Carter. I knew him in real life, but yeah, he saves the day in the story. It's just one sentence, the last page. A boy named Owen walked up and said, "Go away," and then he went away. And then it says the end. Like, after such an amazing story, what a terrible ending. But don't worry, there's a lot more. I think I might have, like, I think there's 3 of them in here. Oh, the second one's the weirdest one, though. Okay, so we're back with Chet. The book is called Scratch Cat Returns. Are you excited? I am. Okay. After all those weird things that happened last time, 2 days after, then Chet came back. Yep. Except somehow he aged 8,000 years in those 2 days. And now he looks like that. Before it said he was 2,000 years old, and now it says he's 10,000. This book just keeps getting better and better. So then, there's this whole thing where I suddenly get sucked into my computer. And then we go through all these, like, games, and there's this weird ghost trying to eat us, and it's like, oh! Yeah. And so, yeah, we go through the games, and, yeah, it's strange. Oh, and then we get this ring, and we're in a volcano or something, and then we fly out of the volcano. All this stuff comes out of nowhere. Okay, I have to skip that. Okay, then Chet comes, and he throws me underwater, and I just die. But then, Owen, he turns into an airplane, and comes and saves me. Another thing that makes total sense here. Someone can just turn into an airplane. Here's the drawing. That's Owen the airplane. And then that's me drowning. And then Chet comes and jumps into our fire when we're roasting marshmallows. Because for some reason, right after I almost died, or did die, I can't really tell with this book, we decide to roast s'mores. I mean, roast marshmallows, but we were going to make s'mores. You know what I mean. Whatever. So he jumps into the fire. And then he dives into Owen's throat. Okay? And Owen somehow swallows him. And dies. And then I turn into a superhero. And I somehow get Chet out of there. I don't understand how. Yeah, this is what he looks like after he got out of Owen's stomach. It's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, and then there's something with the ring again, and I'm like, I'm a superhero. I don't need that ring. That ring also makes us fly for some reason now. And then Owen gets knocked out for a while, and I'm just like, what happened? And then there's this picture of me playing piano. It's what happened. And then, then there's this whole thing that I don't feel like doing. It's like I made a code inside the book called the Owen alphabet. I don't understand why I did that, but I did. Oh, and then I started running, and then suddenly Owen couldn't walk. Oh, this makes no sense. What is this saying? It's like there's this bird and Owen's trying to jump into a volcano now. Oh, and now he's surfing on lava with zombies trying to get him. Yeah. Yeah. And suddenly he got out, and apparently he was hypnotized. That's why he jumped in the volcano. And then there's this whole thing where his hair turns like that, and we turn back time for a while, and stuff happens, and I don't know, we get back, and then there's two of me, and then this happens, and then I was dizzy. I was very dizzy. And then we got the ring, and I grabbed on, and we got out of the computer. Like, look at this picture. We got out of the computer with that ring we randomly found, and I have no idea how we got it. And it lets us fly. Okay, we were out. Then there's a picture of Scratch Cat saying, "I'm watching you." That's not creepy at all. And that's the end of this book. Oh, you're probably sad that's over, right? Well, lucky for you, there is a third one. Scratch Cat returns again. I was so creative with names. Okay. So now, after all this time, this is what Chet, aka Scratch Cat, looks like. He turned into a robot thing with fire on his head, holding dynamite, and I don't know what that is. I think that's wings, and he has like the speaker thing, and he has an eye inside his ear, and he's a lot of scars, and his head is stuck back on. Okay, so we'll start with chapter 1. Okay, Chet woke up and he was in the hospital, all scratched up in part robot. And for some reason, I was right there with him, even though I thought he was my enemy. I was just there. Look, here's this. This is the picture. There's Chet. There's me. There's the bed. This is, for some reason, all the way over here. Okay. Then Chet dies. Now, I'm guessing he comes back, judging on this book of how this is going. And then suddenly, I look at my hands, and now my hands were paws. Wait, what? Oh, I turned into a cat. I don't remember doing that. So, I turn into a cat, and then Owen turns into Chet. Here's the picture. It says me, and then I don't know why Chet changes every picture. And then on the next page, it just says, "But how?" Then we just repeat "but how" over and over and over again. This must be wrong. Wow. And then there's some more stuff with our computer, and like we're in it, and then suddenly somebody's Santa Claus. I don't understand it. Oh, I had no script, and I was in my computer again for some reason, and I had no scripts on my sprite, so I wasn't able to move. Oh, and then Owen died, and he came back to life again. Then we found a camel. Yeah, I feel like I named this camel. Huh. I forgot what I named it. It's probably Camel McCamel. Or something like that. There's the picture. There's me under a tree. There's the camel. 2 seconds later, we had built a house. 'Cause we're in the desert, I think, and, oh no. Owen gets hypnotized again, and Chet's here, and he has a jetpack, and suddenly he's not a robot anymore. And then we drink a shrinking potion. Well, I drink it, and I'm 1 centimeter tall now. And Owen's 4'6.5". Oh, this is my favorite character. Okay, so then Owen becomes small too. For some reason. I don't know why. And then he loves being small because he can eat a bunch of candy. And I don't know. And then, for some reason, we find baby Mr. McAppleton. This Mr. McAppleton was the best. He's based off my eraser I had. I had this Apple eraser and I drew a face on it and I named it Mr. McAppleton. And so I put him in my book. That makes sense. And now he's a baby. So then, Mr. McAppleton is now a cool teenager. Somehow. I don't get it. And he's now a teenager because I stole his bottle of milk. I'm nice. Okay. So, yes, now Owen goes to normal size, and then he dumps the entire bottle of milk on me. Oh, I remember it now. The milk turns us back to a normal size. Now we saw Chet had a juice gun. Oh no. Now I have to explain the origin of the juice gun. So at my school, at lunch, you could either get milk or juice. Except the juice was disgusting. Except a lot of people liked it for some reason. But me and Owen hated it. So there's a lot about juice in here, and we're all like, oh no, not the juice! Okay, the juice comes from this weird cow. Which, I don't know. Is weird. His name was Weird Cow. Oh no, Chet dies again because we put milk on his face. And then Willy Wonka comes. What? And guess what? Mr. McAppleton betrays us. It's terrible. Then Willy Wonka's gone, and I don't know. Now, here's the sneak peek to the next book. We are on the moon. I don't think I ever finished this book. Okay, sorry, I put a lot. Okay, so, I decide to build a rocket ship. And I just build one. Then boom, we're on the moon. Okay? We're on the moon and we have milk guns now. And there's this humongous fight where Mr. McAppleton is on the juice side and we're like, oh, pew, 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 pew. And then Owen trips and his leg just disappears. And he gets a peg leg. Because I can make a peg leg. Yeah. Mr. McAppleton, then, yeah. I don't know. Owen's leg was gone! So, yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot. I don't make him a peg leg. I make him a super epic robot leg. Somehow. Then I trip and I get scratches all over my face. Here's the picture of us. That's me. That's Owen and his leg. And those are our milk guns. And so Mr. McAppleton is here, like, fighting us, and that's when I didn't finish the book. So, I hope you enjoyed this monstrosity you have witnessed today. I'm contemplating making an animation out of it for my 7-year special, which is in June, so it'll be a while away. Tell me what you think in the comments if you think I should do it. And like the video because, you know, why not? And, bye.